Hello everyone. Today I'm sharing with you the 3-second rule of Douyin e-commerce main images, how to write outsourcing requirements without going astray. This is a problem many merchants only truly realize after repeatedly revising and failing with their Douyin main images. Because the reality is often, the image isn't bad and there are many details, but after scrolling through, no one stops. You might subconsciously think, is it not sophisticated enough? Is the design not strong enough? But the truth is, Douyin main images aren't about designs that keep you looking, but rather a judgment about whether or not to stop viewing within 3 seconds. What is the 3-second rule of Douyin main images? First, a very important conclusion. Douyin main images are only responsible for one thing. Within 3 seconds, make users understand plus willing to stop. It's not about introducing the complete product, not about showcasing all selling points, and certainly not about having the most complex visuals. If the user doesn't understand within 3 seconds, they've already swiped away. 2. Why is outsourcing Douyin main image design most prone to going astray? Because many requirements are written like this. The main image should have a design sense. As much information as possible. Show all the selling points. But these requirements all go against the 3-second rule. Once the outsourced version follows these guidelines, the result is usually the image is cluttered with many elements, but the focus is completely lost. Users don't dislike it. They just don't have time to understand it. 3. A 3-second main image can only answer one question. In the Douyin context, a main image can only answer one question. What is this? What does it have to do with me? Is it worth stopping for a moment? But note, you can only choose one, not all. Common safety options, new products, new accounts. First, let people understand what you're selling. Strong functionality, clear differentiation. First, let people know what problem it solves. Mature products, strong mindset. First, let people perceive the advantages or contrast. Choosing the wrong problem renders even the best design useless. 3 common mistakes in outsourcing requirements. First, the main image tries to do the work of the details page. One image contains 3 selling points, 2 lines of description, 1 promotion. The result is, nothing is clear in 3 seconds. Second, using design sense instead of clear information. Many requirements say, it needs to be impactful, it needs to be memorable, but without clear information priorities, impact only becomes distraction. Third, failure to specify deletion priorities in advance. If you don't specify what can be deleted, the designer is left with only keep everything. And the Douyin main image is precisely where content must be deleted. The correct way to write outsourcing requirements according to the 3-second rule. The following structure can be directly used in Douyin main image outsourcing requirements. Step 1. Clearly state the scenario when viewed. Don't just say Douyin main image, but say, in the news feed, on mobile devices. During rapid swiping, this reminds the viewer, this is a very short attention span scenario. Step 2. Clearly define one message. Within 3 seconds, write a single sentence. This main image should only make the user remember. For example, this is a hassle-free and easy-to-use XX. This is a XX that even beginners can use. This is a XX that's different from common models. Only one message, don't be greedy. Step 3. Declare sacrificable content in advance. You need to proactively state, secondary selling points can be omitted. Parameters don't need to be shown. Promotional information can be deleted if it's distracting. This step is crucial to preventing the design from becoming overly cluttered. Step 4. Provide a stand-between judgment criteria. For example, can be understood at a glance after scrolling through. No need to read text descriptions. The key points can be identified even when the screenshot is zoomed out. This isn't a design requirement, but a standard for judging whether it's acceptable. 6. A directly copyable example of a Douyin main image requirement. If you're outsourcing your Douyin main image requirements, you can write your requirements like this. Use case: Douyin feed main image for quick scrolling on mobile devices, 3-second core information. This is a easy-to-use beginner's guide to XX, style boundaries, restrained visuals, minimal elements, avoid complex backgrounds, deletable content, parameters, secondary selling points, promotional information, judgment criteria. It should be easily understood at a glance. You'd miss the key points if you didn't stop scrolling. This is more effective than 10 reference images. A piece of honest advice for those who have created Douyin main images but haven't seen results. Poor Douyin main images are rarely a design issue. More often than not, it's because you've made it do too many things it shouldn't be doing. When you're willing to let the main image only serve a 3-second view, conversions are more likely to occur. In short, the core of Douyin e-commerce main images is not whether they look good, but rather, can you understand them within 3 seconds? Are they worth stopping to look at? When you write outsourcing requirements according to the 3-second rule, the design will not go astray. The budget will not be wasted.